on?
No, just, well, doesn't really matter because...
Alright. Twitch, yes.
There we go. Alrighty. Let's open up the chat here. Alrighty.
For the love of God.
Well, hello everyone. While I'm waiting for Bearded Freak to get his stream going. Today I am continuing to paint the Towel Kill team.
Hey, I'm left.
There you go.
Only took way too fucking long. Oh look, I'm swearing in the first 10 minutes of our stream.
Yay!
Start 10 seconds.
Yay!
Viewer discretion is advised. Hi, elves!
Okay. And now you can refresh your stuff.
Alright.
Okay.
So Neko is over there painting his shit. I am over here about to paint my shit.
All the shit is being painted.
Shit.
Okay, there we go.
Alright, turn on the chat just in case.
Yeah. Okay. Now, where was
Alright.
pants?
So, the base coat didn't cover as well as I would have liked last time. So I'm just adding a little bit more.
Meanwhile, I'm finishing up the base coat of blue on the guys that didn't get it. The other guys will need a second coat. As you can see, this one here still shows quite a bit of white, but it is not as bad as it could be.
It's also always better to go with thin coats than thick.
Yep.
So it's better to have to add a extra layer here and there than to have put on too much and lose details. So this is all perfectly fine.
Yep. Okay. Also, the Vallejo Fluo Blue is very liquidy, so do not add water to it if you are thinning your if you are someone that used to thin their paints.
But that's just the fluorescent paints. Everything else you should thin.
Yeah. What I would suggest is double check, maybe put it on, check how thin it looks on a piece of plastic that's primed, like maybe a cup, like the red Solo cups, just in case.
Or be a real miniature painter and check it on your fucking hand, dude. Like literally. Look, just paint. Oh look, it's not see-through. It's good.
There is also a difference between hand, flesh, actual flesh, and plastic.
Yeah, but I mean, you can still see how see-through the paint is on your hand, man.
Okay. Now to this. Boom. Okay, there's one. And next. oh, this guy's gonna be fun.
Thing is, it doesn't even need to be that thick of a coat just to fill out the gray areas for me right now. I'm barely slapping any paint on, and it's finishing up that coverage really nicely. I also think I found a better camera angle that's going to keep my minis
in shot.
Yeah. Because that was my problem last time, is half my shots, the mini wasn't in shot. I'm not even being that careful. I'm just kind of slapping the paint on there right now. I mean, it kind of helps that this is a base coat, so. But yeah. Ramble on.
Ramble, ramble, ramble.
Sing that song. Gonna go ramble on. Okay. And if I keep on going, I'm gonna have issues with leads.
Crouching. This crouching asshole here. Gotta make sure to get that in there. There we go. Shoot. Could have used some blue there. Oh well. There we go. Oh, not some blue, some red, I should say. Oh well. I'll get it later. Boom.
Yep.
Okay, let's get this.
That's my ultramarine. Clean this up.
Okay, let's get this guy to commander. Okay.
Yeah, he could use a slight coat. Not much though. He was pretty good. So
There we go. So his pants are done.
And if anybody was wondering what the blue I was using is, so I'm going with the Rogue Hobbies signature series on this one.
go. So commander's head is done. Hands are done. I got these two guys left. I'll add a little bit more blue to my palette. There we go. Okay, let's get this guy's head done. So I bought a new game recently.
Which one?
Blueprints.
Never heard of it.
It's very new.
Okay.
It's a roguelike exploration
Okay.
and puzzles. Basically, you are this kid that inherits his great uncle's manor.
Okay.
And the objective, according to the will, is that you have to go to room number 46 within a certain amount of time.
Okay.
So the manor, here's where the roguelike aspect comes in. You have to basically put the manor together every single day.
The what now?
You have to put the manor in. So basically, you have the entrance hall
Yeah.
with 3 doors.
Okay, yeah, I'm following you.
You go to a door,
Mhm.
you are given an option of 3 different rooms that you could put at said door.
Oh, okay.
You have a 5x9 grid
Mm-hmm.
going up to, and with the center top room being the what's called the antechamber that leads to room 46.
Yeah.
So to get to room 46, you have to get to that antechamber and unlock the door that goes into room 46.
Okay.
But as I said, every single day the manor resets. So basically,
And does the path change, or?
yes, because depending on the rooms you put in, the pathway differs. You have rooms that have 2 openings, you have dead end rooms, you have rooms with 4 openings, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
You decide where to put the rooms as you explore the manor.
No, but like, does the path to the antechamber room change, or is it like a set path that you got to figure out, or does that path?
It changes because you are building the manor. You are the one that's placing the door, so you could basically potentially reach the door 46 on day 1, as much as you can basically happen to never get to it because of your bad RNG.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And you're not always given the same rooms every day, which is why the trajectory needs to change and stuff.
Exactly. There are rooms that are more common than others. But there are also rooms that are a little bit more rare that gives you better shit. You get items, you have to pick up keys to open locked doors because some rooms will be locked when you go into them. So your run isn't entirely RNG, and there's a bit of strategy, but it's mostly RNG.
So it's basically a puzzle game then.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are things that you can unlock that are permanent unlocks, like any good roguelikes that will basically help you out for future runs. Like there is a diamond mine that you open that gives you 2 diamonds each day. Diamonds basically help you draft more rarer rooms.
Okay.
Like some rooms will cost a diamond to open while others do not. So
there is a resource play and stuff like that at the end as well. All right.
Yeah, you also can collect money to buy shit at certain shops that are in rooms.
The manor has its own shops.
Yeah. Well, a commissary for staff kind of thing, where you buy where.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, so.
The yellow covered exceptionally well, but I still want to get another slight coat on there.
But yeah, so once you've reached door 46, you've beaten the first part of the game.
Why did I know you were coming there?
So basically so you can keep playing as much as you want to uncover all the other secrets, because obviously there are a shit ton of secrets in there.
Or
you can stop playing altogether afterwards.
what's the fun in that?
Well, it depends on how much you're pissed off at the game.
And how much of a completionist you are.
Yeah.
Myself, I wouldn't be able to, if I started that and got into it, I wouldn't be able to put it down until I had unlocked everything. I'm a completionist that way. It would bug me if I didn't.
Yeah, and some of those trophies, you would basically need to start brand new runs altogether.
Yeah, I can.
Because there is not a new run, but a brand new file, I should say.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah. Because basically there is a day one trophy for finding the door 46 on day one.
Okay.
There is a trophy for time, but I'm not sure if that's also locked to if it's on day one or if it's time in the run itself. So.
I mean, why would they have 2 day one ones, right?
Exactly. But yeah. So I found room 46 on day in the 20s.
Okay.
So not too bad.
But not fantastic.
Well, I mean, some people are in their 30s, but again, it's RNG, so
Yeah, exactly. So
you can't really say if it's good or bad.
Because you're never going to have the same thing twice.
Pretty much.
Kind of like the original Diablo.
Yep.
Which I loved, and it, to me, is still a masterpiece today. And can still be played as a masterpiece today, except for it's a much shorter game nowadays than when I remembered playing it as a teenager. Like, you can legit, if you know what you're doing, you can legit knock it out in one evening.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But yeah, so so at the moment I paused continuing it because I played for almost like an entire weekend.
Yeah, you don't want to get saturated on it.
Yeah.
It's kind of what just happened to me and my group of guys playing Helldivers. We just kind of got tired of how repetitive it is right now, and we're switching it up to Valheim. And yesterday I finally got myself Xbox Game Pass, just so I could play the Oblivion remake for $15 as opposed to 65, because it's on Game Pass.
Nice.
Yeah. And bonus, first month of Game Pass is only $1. So right now I'm playing Oblivion for $1. And next month I'm going to be playing the new Doom game, because it's also going to go straight to Game Pass. And I fucking love me some Doom. If you're a millennial gamer and you don't love you some Doom, what the fuck are you doing?
Ah, shit, I forgot to do the gloves on those guys. Well, I can go back after I finish this guy here.
Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, for people that will be watching this on YouTube, you would notice that I have the entire Doom, second Doom Eternal. Yeah, the entirety of Doom
like
Eternal.
the 8th Doom?
Yeah. Yeah, the 8th Doom on full playthrough, including the DLCs on my YouTube channel.
I have yet to finish Eternal. I kind of want to do that before Dark Ages comes out, although also not really mandatory since Dark Ages is a prequel.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I'm gonna or if I'm gonna hold off. But I really like the idea of having a game based in Doomslayer's like 1,000 years in hell, where he became a literal god. I kind of like that idea. So that game should be pretty epic. That said, any Elder Scrolls fans out there, if you've never played Oblivion, check that shit out. I mean, I'm a Skyrim player that's logged over 1,000 hours on my Skyrim, but it's the only Elder Scrolls game I've ever played. And Oblivion, it's like I for years I heard how people say that they really dumbed down Skyrim on compared to other Elder Scrolls game, and I was like, they can't really have done that badly. And now I'm playing Oblivion, and I'm like, holy shit, they really dumbed down Skyrim compared to Oblivion, to the point where there's a lot of features in there that are also going to be in the Skyblivion game later this year that I really hope Bethesda decides to put back into Elder Scrolls 6 when it comes out in like 10 years.
The only thing I wonder is how much of they redid the voices in Oblivion.
None at all. So.
Oh boy.
Okay, so kind of. The Argonians and the Khajiit did not have any dedicated voices in the original Oblivion, so they gave them dedicated voices. Characters that had individual voices, like the Emperor is still being voiced entirely by Patrick Stewart. It's the exact same soundtrack. So individual, pardon me, individual characters that had their own voices, it's the exact same soundtrack. They did not change it at all. For characters that were all using the same voice tracks, they've added several apparently, but it's still generally speaking the same thing.
Now that's going to be funny because that leads to the question, because there's quite a few lines in Oblivion.
Give me a second.
Yep. Okay. Let's get this guy's hands done real quick. We forgot the hands.
Do you think?
Yeah, so in Oblivion, a lot of the voice actors were never given any context to their voices or their lines. There is literally one NPC who, if you listen to her entire dialogue, at one point she says, "Let's redo that take."
And that got in the game?
Yes.
Okay, so I imagine they cleaned that up, but I wouldn't be entirely surprised if they didn't. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I should do this.
Okay, so these have been done. Let's get to second coat of this guy.
Literally all the paint I should need. So yeah, my only question with my character is I'm like 3 hours into the game so far. Like
Yeah.
I'm still on my way to bring the Emperor's Emerald or whatever the fuck it's called over to the leader of the Blades. So I'm still like right at the start of the game.
Okay.
And this is my first time playing Oblivion too.
Yeah.
So I'm still right at the start of the game, but it's like I'm taking my time with it. I'm enjoying it. Right now I'm on my way to the leader of the Blades, and I ran into a town where everybody was turned invisible. So on my way to the Blades, I'm going to turn these guys back to visible. We'll see what happens. Although I will say this, they're calling it a remaster. I think it's more of a remake than a remaster, but I get why they're calling it a remaster as opposed to a remake. Because they're using a lot of the same assets, like they didn't redo any of the voices. It's the exact same AI. It's the exact same stories. Like they didn't touch any of those aspects of the game. The remasters are all visual and quality of life. So that's why they're calling it a remaster instead of a remake.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like if you look at pictures of the original versus the remaster, it's like, all right, the Argonians and the Khajiit look entirely different, and that's a good thing. The High Elves look entirely different, and that's a good thing. The Red Guard actually have facial features as opposed to just changing the tone of their skin, and that's a good thing. So, like, they did it justice, but I like how they didn't change the essence of the game, and I like how they were apparently in contact with the Skyblivion team for the entirety of the remaster because they wanted to make sure that they weren't both doing the exact same thing, which I think is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because Skyblivion have been working on their project for over 10 years. So it would have really sucked for Bethesda to come in within the last year of Skyblivion, because it's supposed to release later this year. It would have really sucked for Bethesda to come in and go, oh, we did it with a professional team. Here you go. Like, that would have fucking sucked.
Yeah.
But no, Bethesda took the opposite approach. They came in and went, all right, we want to be as true as possible to the original game and give them this type of gaming experience. Meanwhile, the Skyblivion team, so like, is basically patching the game over from the Oblivion engine to the Skyrim engine and giving the story of Oblivion with the play quality of Skyrim. And Bethesda wanted to make sure that they weren't doing that. So like they didn't patch over any of the Skyrim features. So like the combat is still very different. The progression is level progression is still very, very different from Skyrim and very true to the original. So it's like you're gonna have when Sky Oblivion releases later this year, you're going to have its own distinct gaming experience compared to the remake, which I think is really, really cool of Bethesda to do.
Yeah.
And I also like the fact that they're coordinating more or less release dates with the Sky Oblivion team to shadow release the Oblivion remaster in the first half of the year. That way, the Sky Oblivion team no longer feels the rush of, all right, we said we'd release this in 2025. We don't need to release it right now because, hey, let people enjoy the remaster, and we can come around in like 6 months and release our version after people have enjoyed the remaster, and not have players feel like they're oversaturated on the medium.
Yeah.
I'll hand it to Bethesda. They handled every aspect of this remaster correctly, in my opinion.
Back on.
Alright. I'm gonna go wash this, and now I'm on to the black. Forgive me, folks. I actually need to look up what the unis look like.
Okay, there we go. Okay, now to do the second coat of blue on these guys.
Charcoal black. 2-to-1 on the water to paint front, or paint the waterfront rather. All right, moment of truth.
Oops. There we go. Lines.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to do some cleanup on the whites after. That's gonna suck. I'm not kidding, I'm probably gonna need to do some cleanup on all the colors after this.
Yeah. I think we just thing here. Let's do it real quick here. Put him aside. Dry. Oh, that's the one I just did. Okay. Okay, yeah, so it's let's see that, okay. Okay. Yeah, otherwise I'm still going through Dragon Age.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's a massive game.
Do you actually like it?
Yeah. The story's not bad, like...
A lot of people were hating on it.
Well, I can see why. There are quite a few things here and there that just either gameplay wise is like story wise, like it's okay. It's not it's good, but it's like there's been better.
Okay.
There are things that you learn that are pretty interesting, like world setting kind of things.
Okay.
Now, spoiler alert or no? Or do you want spoilers or no?
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm not gonna play it.
Okay. So, spoiler alerts for those that are watching that don't want to hear it.
Skip ahead like 5 minutes.
Yeah. And if you're watching right now, well, oops. Anyways.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. So, the original elves, like, basically like the elven gods and whatnot, and Solus, which is the big character in the other games were originally not mortal. They were spirits that took mortal form.
Okay.
And to do so, they started a war with the Titans, which are the dwarves' ancestors.
Okay.
At one point, they took the Titans' abilities to dream.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, and that is what the blight is.
What's the blight again?
The blight is this like tumor like shit that that spreads around.
Okay.
And basically you have the some of the enemies are born from that, but they're just like I don't really know how to describe it, but anyways, those enemies are just not like really sentient or anything. They're just like animals kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so the blight is basically the Titans' like dream ability or whatever it's like. It's basically a part of the Titans that got separated from them.
Okay.
So dwarves, being descendants from them, do not dream because of what the elven gods did to the Titans.
Okay.
It is also the reason why dwarves cannot use magic.
Okay.
Because they do not have the ability to dream.
Fair enough.
So yeah, so that is revealed that Solus, which is a big character in the other games, still a pretty big part in Veilguard. Except he is currently trapped in a prison in the Fade, which is like a separate dimension kind of thing.
Fey realm, got it?
Yeah. And basically, Solus is one of the original elves.
Yeah.
And basically, the game starts off with you stopping a ritual that Solus is doing because he was going to bring down the Veil, which is a magic that is basically a prison for the evil elven gods.
Hence the name Veilguard.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, you trying to stop this, you and your party trying to stop this at the beginning of the game, do not understand what they're doing, and released two evil elven gods.
Fun.
Yep. While trapping Solus into a prison.
Double fun.
Yep. So basically the premise is that you now have to try and kill two elven gods.
Triple fun.
Yep. And as you do so, you learn more about Solus, the original, how the
you learn how the major bad guy of the entire quadrilogy is in fact justified in everything he fucking does.
In a way, yeah. But still an asshole.
Yeah, but an asshole that was pushed into being an asshole.
No, he was an asshole from the get-go.
Okay. Fair enough. I'm being so fucking sloppy here.
That's what she said.
Ooh.
Brunch.
And to anybody who's watching that's not into That's What She Said jokes, what the hell are you doing with your life?
Go back and watch The Office.
Yeah, but you can stop after Michael Scott leaves.
Well, skip until the very last episode.
Or that. Because I'll admit, I lost entire interest in that show after Scott left.
Yeah, it definitely lost something when he left.
Yeah. And I'll also admit to one of my gripes with that show from the get-go. Everyone in that show's an asshole.
Yep.
Like, even the ones that you don't think are assholes. Like, what's her name? The Jim's wife there.
Pam?
That's it. She still cheated on her boyfriend with Jim. Still left another man for Jim.
Yeah.
A bit of an asshole move. I mean, we get why Jim was definitely a better match for her. But, like...
Still.
Ditch the other dude before you start fucking Jim.
Well, technically she didn't
Okay,
fuck
kiss.
him, but...
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, we're not talking about Angela here.
By the way, I still think that Dwight should have ended up with Pam's sister. Because how funny would it have been that they're all one family at the end?
Yep.
Come on. We all know Pam's sister was Dwight's real match.
And besides, Dwight cucking two guys, that was that was a bit of a eh.
Cucking?
Yeah. Basically, he was fucking Angela while Angela was with Andy.
Okay, yes, but to cuck someone, the other guy needs to be in the room watching.
No, not necessarily.
That's what cucking is. It's named after the cuck bird, who the male, because they mate for life in the sense of they're going to raise their kids together. But the male will actively look for a better genetical match for his female than himself, and then watch them fuck, and then raise the kids. So that's where the term cucking comes from.
Yes, but it's still not. You still, in the current sense, you still don't need for the guy to either know or watch.
Yeah.
It's more of the fact that she's still doing it behind his back.
Yeah, that's just called cheating.
Yeah. It's still cheating, but like when she's not even sleeping with Andy, that's where the cucking is.
Fair enough.
Because Andy never slept with her.
Did it?
Nope.
What a bitch.
They didn't even get married. And then there's the whole politician that she was supposedly with.
Did you ever actually see him?
Yeah.
Okay then.
And he's gay.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay, I've decided I'm going to wait until I do all the trimmings before I do the color fix-ups. I also might need a new paintbrush because this one is not holding its tip anymore. But it could also just be me that's inaccurate. These are the first Space Marines that I do, not counting my very, 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 very first Warhammer minis. Alright. So, I'm trimming on him.
There we go.
But yeah, all of that was just to say that Dwight ended up with the wrong one.
Yeah.
Hey look, I got a spammer in my chat.
Yeah, I did too. I blocked them.
You can block people?
Yeah, you have like the if you look at your phone, you should see 3 little dots right beside the message.
Yeah.
You click that and you can ban them from there. And it'll delete the message as well. I just learned that.
Where are the 3 little dots?
Should be completely to the right. If you have your chat open on it.
Whatever. Our viewer didn't come back today. I'm kind of disappointed.
It happens. We were gone for 2 weeks.
Maybe he's just not on his computer too.
Yep.
People have lives, you know. You don't just exist to watch us.
You know what I'm liking about this blue? It's doing its own highlights. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean,
Yeah.
I think that's more the white underneath peeking through.
Oh, it is.
But the end result is it's doing its own highlights.
Yeah. Which means I don't need to do any kind of shading on that blue. Which is good. Because it's a pain in the ass. I'm probably going to use panel liner just to get those ridges or something and stuff. Well, the grooves, I should say.
Yeah, panel liner is a secret weapon, man. It's not to say that we shouldn't use shades and stuff like that whenever possible, but panel liner is a miracle worker, in my opinion. Alright, 3 done.
Oh, so before the Minecraft movie started, they actually added, "Hey Lisa, I'm good. What about you?" When we started, right before the Minecraft movie started, they had actually like a mini short message that they added on.
Okay.
Asking people not to throw shit at the screen or light up stuff.
Why?
So apparently people have been lighting fireworks and throwing stuff at the screen during the showings of the Minecraft movie.
Why?
I don't know. Do you play any other game? Yeah, I play quite a few games. So I don't know if you're meaning tabletop or video games in general. But yeah, no, I play quite a few other games. At the moment, I am playing Dragon Age Veilguard on the PS5 because it was free a few months ago. So yay, it's free games. On the PC, I'm playing Final Fantasy 14. Yays for MMOs. Tabletops, I play a variety of games like Settlers of Catan, Ticket to Ride, and obviously painting minis.
Yeah. We are still in the process of finishing up our Hivestorm box, the terrain, and then we'll actually start playing the Kill Team game of the new edition.
Yeah.
We just wanted to
do a palette cleanser.
Yeah, we got tired of weeks and weeks and weeks of painting terrain.
Yeah,
because we get together on Sundays to paint together. We've been streaming the last few weeks, took the last 2 weeks off because of Easter and family obligations and whatnot. And we're back on this week.
As for favorite games, well, Final Fantasy 14 is one of my current favorites. Otherwise, there's quite like old school games. There's quite a few. Like I do love Super Mario RPG, like the original one on Super Nintendo. That one was pretty awesome. I did play the remake on Switch. It's
not the same.
It's no, well, basically the same. Like it's more like they redid the graphics, added a few cutscenes instead of everything being Super Nintendo graphics.
Fair enough.
Like they're actually like all just 3D models and everything. So it's a remake, yeah. By the way, you consider using artworks on your stream. What kind of artworks are you talking about? Because technically I'm doing artwork right now, which is painting minis. Thank you, but no, I don't need graphic art for my channel. Thank you. I already have a very awesome looking picture for my banner and profile picture. But thank you.
We do appreciate the thought.
Thank you, but no thank you. I'm sure you're a great artist, but I'm not really interested. But thank you.
Four done.
Okay, so
Running out of black. There we go.
okay, so this guy looks pretty good.
A little bit thick.
Okay, let's see.
Alright.
Yeah, this guy definitely needs his pants to be redone
A
a
little bit for that.
This guy.
I'm going to take a quick break and go up for. Don't know why, but I'm feeling a bit on the edge of side. So I'm gonna smoke.
This one. I could use a little bit of blue here. Boom. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, right there.
Yep.
I'm alive-ish.
Okay, there we go. Let's just check the blues. This guy's pants can do use a little bit more.
My hand is just not steady today. It's starting to annoy me.
There we go.
Ooh. I'm a little bit shaky today. Don't know what it is, but I'm not doing my best work. Oh, you remember the Vox into the Void stories I had you listen to about the orc and the rogue trader?
Yep.
Well, they released 2 more short stories.
Mm-hmm.
One for the Seneschal as a prequel. So, like, when the rogue trader finds him as a 16-year-old and hires him as a Seneschal.
Yep.
And another as a standalone for Gorgax when he meets and fights the Tau. And he shows how smart he actually is. Because he actually meets the Tau for negotiations before the fight.
Yep.
And they're like, you seem to be very proficient at fighting. We can use you. Let us teach you about the greater good. We were also worried that you might attack us on sight. Let's just say we've had miscommunications with many of your species before. And then Gorgax actually bothers listening to the Tau's pitch. And then he goes, you know, all those your greater good thing. So you're going to use us to spread that greater good throughout the galaxy, yeah? Yes. All right. Now what happens after that greater good is everywhere? I think you're going to be turning on us after. Because after all, wouldn't it be against the greater good for people like us to keep on existing once you're there? Like, this is coming from an orc. And the Tau was like, and then Gorgas goes, see, all those previous times you spoke with us and you call them miscommunications, I don't think they were. See, I think all those previous times you spoke to orcs, they understood you guys just fine. and just weren't interested. By the way, neither am I. Guys, open fire.
Oh, that's funny.
I am very much paraphrasing, but like, it was released yesterday, and it's fucking hilarious. And it goes to show that the characterization of the orcs as dumb is a disservice. Now, I'm not going to say that Gorgax is a genius, but like, try to find the flaw in his logic.
No, for sure. There we go. Okay. Let's give this guy some. Oops. Oh, you got someone that pinged that sent you a message.
Any chance you can tell me what that mini holder you are using is called? I can't find it on the internet. Being able to flip it over has something to rest and seems... so this one, yeah, I really like this type of holder. Unfortunately, this one in particular has been discontinued. So hold on, let me actually put a couple of Amazon links into the chat. I can put Amazon into the chat, right?
Maybe,
Alright.
or at least their name, the item name.
Hold on.
I might want to just put the item name, not the the link.
Yeah.
Okay. Time to switch up the blue. Different blue. So now I will be doing the flesh on my towels. And for this, I will be using Layer Galgar Blue. Or Galgar, blah, blah, blah.
Calgar?
There you go.
Calgar.
Calgar, yeah. It's a C. Okay, so there you go. Now for this water dropper, because this one you do want to mix with water.
Okay, so...
There we go. Mix.
So it is
Mix.
Jacucci painting handle, Jukochi or whatever it's called. At least it's no longer. Oh wait, it's back in stock now. Okay, so I guess it wasn't discontinued. I'm looking at it right now, and it's back in stock. So yeah, I really like it. And if you look around on Amazon, you can also find extra base holders. So the painting handle itself comes with 6 base holders, so you can swap out the minis and magnetize it and whatnot. And you can buy additional ones out online. So here we go.
But do note, if you are American, it might not be on Amazon.com. We are Canadian, so we are seeing this on Amazon.ca.
Yeah. So the painting handle is there, but the accessory set is not in stock anymore. So at least that's what it is on my side. But yeah, this thing I absolutely adore. If you can't find this particular one, literally just search on Amazon for miniature painting handle. There's a bunch of different types of these products. This is the one I happen to settle on, but just a simple Amazon search. Shush! Sorry, my dog. Quiet, bud. Just a simple Amazon search should bring up about a half dozen right away. Go by the reviews and see what you like, but there's definitely a bunch of these products out there. I just swap out the miniature bases. Here, I'll even show you. So like, I just use some sticky tack on the inside, put the base, the miniature on the base, and get to painting. So that way I can just swap them out. And yeah, it's been a game changer for me. It absolutely has been. The ability to either use it as a base when you turn it upside down, or literally just rest your hand on it yourself. It's absolutely a game changer for me when it came to quality of my painting. Hey, Cystic Crab is in.
Hey, Cystic.
How you doing, bud?
Whatever, I can go back and do some food here.
Ooh. I'm doing good, man. How was Easter for you, if you celebrated? Or at least a long weekend. Awesome.
Oh, yeah, I'm liking this.
Ooh.
Difference in blues.
Yeah. So this is Neko's first try to the...
Tau skin.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that should actually be the right blue, to be honest.
I can. It's the base color.
Yeah, it's that second blue I brought out for you.
Yep.
That is going to be your bread and butter on this one.
Yeah, which I think was the Temple Guard blue.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
The Temple Guard blue is a nice bright one. So, should be able to come out for you.
Yeah. Oh, and Cystic, you did mention about a Discord. There is one that is now live.
Yeah, so if you guys like our stuff, we did build the Discord.
There is a link in my bio. And with an invite. I don't know if you did put one on yours yet.
I did not put it on mine. So if you go to Neko's Twitch, you'll see the Discord link in the description for this video.
Either description of the video or in the bio. I don't remember where it is exactly. For those, it's Nekozilla. So, not Neko for short, but the stream name is Nekozilla.
And what did we name it? The Neko and Beard Legion?
The freak,
like that?
the freak Neko, I think. the Freak Neko Legion or something like that.
Yeah. Subject to change.
Yeah. There's already some pictures on it that I put on myself.
And he took the liberty of putting on a few pictures of my older stuff too, which is cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys can go check it out if you'd like. And we've already put up some sub chats for you guys to post your stuff if you'd like.
Yep.
Feel free to share. We'd love to see your shit. Stuff. Whatever. And yeah, it was pretty much just a long weekend for me too. My hand is super unsteady today. I'm splotching all over the place.
That's what she said.
I'm not overly worried about it because this is still just a base coat, and no matter what, I would still need to do touch-ups on whatever I'm painting anyways. So I'm not overly worried about it. I just know it's going to be a pain in the ass later, which kind of sucks. Nice. He said he posted his first ever. All right.
Nice. Can't wait to see it.
I'm gonna go take a look at it after I'm done this the black on this mini.
Yeah, I couldn't wait and did the main guy, the leader. So that way his head is at least a color.
Nice.
It's a nice contrast to the red.
Yep. He said it was his first ever, and he finished it last week.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah, good job, man. Critique away, would love to hear it. Good, bad, ugly, I'm all for it. Alright, we won't hold anything back, but honestly, man, if it's your first ever, there's not going to be much criticism. You should just be proud of yourself for finishing it. If I can suggest something, go ahead and repaint whatever you think is subpar in the future, but that first one you did, never touch again. Just keep it in your army and look at it from time to time. Yeah, no, I like the advice, though. I won't have my feelings hurt. Cool. But yeah, that first mini you ever did, never touch it again, because you can use it as a benchmark for comparison down the line once you gain more experience to see exactly how far you've come. I know mine I'm never touching again. I'm going to do the same one next year. Ah, nice! That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, I'm not rebuying that Hivestorm box.
Yeah, Neko's very first one of this edition, or basically of the last 20 years, was the Hivestorm box. and which is not something we're gonna buy again next year. But I really like your idea of redoing the same Mini next year just as a comparison. That's really cool.
It's fucking windy today.
Oh yeah. Maybe I should go close that door. Apparently, they can hear it on the
on the audio.
Yeah. All right, hold on. I'll be back. Has. Come on, bud. Shush.
Okay, let me take a quick look at the chat. Oh, you should have done as well. Yeah. Bye. Squid 1, Squid 2, my avatar, Squid 2, Squid 4. Huh? I'm not quite understanding what do you mean with squids?
Unless he's referring to Helldivers.
Or his or what he painted?
So let's open the Discord and see.
Yeah.
The
You can't.
Echo Legion.
No, I can't see the emojis. I'm using Streamlabs to stream, so I'm unfortunately. Maybe if we could you open up the chat on my stream just to see if we can see his emojis on there.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Squid, mustache man, squid.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't make sense on Streamlabs, but we see it on Twitch on computer monitor.
Be quiet, bud. Okay. Oh, nice!
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yo, man.
I love the colors.
I really do. Who made the Dark Angel behind it? No, yours is great, man. Yeah, we are talking about yours. Taz, stop. Wow.
Yeah, no, we just looked at the Discord on the Beard's computer. So we just so it's actually pretty cool. Like that is one sick mini.
Yeah.
Love the colors on it.
I'll admit I'm not into NIDs just because I've got a straight phobia of bugs, and well, NIDs are bugs. But that one looks freaking sweet, man. That purple, I really like it. The purple used with that teal green, it just works. If I could offer one slight criticism, and I swear it's barely even needed, I might add just a little bit of shade paint in the recesses, but honestly, it's not even needed. Like, it's if you feel like adding anything, but I don't even think it's needed. It's just pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, the Space Marines back there is what he's doing right now.
Oh,
Okay, cool. So what made you settle on Dark Angels?
I don't think you can see her. Oh, yeah. You have to like look at sideways at your phone.
Just came in the Ultimate Starter. Well, yeah, but I mean, like, you can paint those Space Marines whatever chapter you want. What made you select, or whatever Legion you want, what made you select the Dark Angels for yours, is what I'm asking. Paint scheme wise. Oh, just picked random colors. Ha! Okay, that's funny. Look up the Dark Angels. Because your paint scheme kind of matches them. Like the guy I'm doing right now. That's pretty much it. Yeah, he's even laughing. Yeah, it's the same. So yeah, you accidentally stumbled upon the Dark Angels. Good job. Look into their lore. They're kind of cool. Their Primarch just came back a couple of years ago. Most recent Loyalist Primarch to come back on the tabletop. Lionel Johnson. He's pretty awesome. He comes with the Shield of the Emperor and his own power sword. He's pretty much going to be the new military commander to go along with Rabute Gilligan's administrative command. Or basically, Lion, once he and Rabute finally meet up, the Lion should become the new War Master of the Imperium. And yeah, he's just a pretty cool character. Yeah, just look him up. Both, if you don't watch YouTube lore videos, but the lore kind of interests you, I think that I recommend both Adeptus Ridiculous and Icender and Coda. Both do fantastic lore videos on the weekly. In fact, Icender and Coda, if you include their Patreon, they release 2 1-hour episodes per week, which is pretty fantastic. Adeptus Ridiculous do 1 episode per week, sometimes 2. Right now they're having fun doing a fantasy episode on weekends and a regular 40K episode during the week. And they're pretty great for when it comes to lore. It's basically where I got most of my knowledge, and it's pretty fun. If you're looking for shorter content, because theirs is basically podcast 1 hour level. If you're looking for shorter content, Warhammmer is pretty good too. He started off being a TikToker, and then eventually moved over to the YouTube and stopped making TikTok long content and started making medium form content. 15 minutes to half an hour are generally his videos. Pretty fun. And no, you cannot go wrong with green and gold. It's a very solid combination.
There's a reason why a lot of military use it.
Yep. This is true. Okay, but alright.
Hey, Eclipse PL1, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, Eclipse joined our Discord too.
Nice.
Yeah. So Eclipse, if you've got any pictures of any minis you've ever done, drop them in the community projects Your First Mini on the Discord. I love to see people's minis.
Yeah, you can choose your roles too.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, there are going to be more roles down the line. I'm probably going to be adding some of the fantasy Warhammer for those that are into the fantasy side. So I do need to find my Lizardmen folk, which is in a box somewhere, probably in the storage unit.
So that's pretty much all the black, because I mean, yeah, I guess I should actually paint the charcoal black on the black bases for the other stuff. Eclipse, that's the first dude I painted from the starter kit. Oh, okay. Eclipse seems to have dropped one in too. Nice.
I'm loving the brown. Oh, it's gold? Or bronze?
Yeah, Balthazar gold, I'm guessing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. It's very steampunk.
I like how you used the Balthazar gold, which I guess if it's the same starter kit that I had. If you use a bulk gold almost as a rusting effect on it, I really dig that. Good job.
There we go. Now I got only 2 guys left to do on their legs.
I'm now doing the black trim on my black armored guys. And this is the one I basically have to be the most careful for. Because, yeah, sure, I can repaint pretty much all the other colors, but to get the same effect that I got on the blacks as a touch-up is going to be a pain in the ass. So I'm actually being the most careful on this one. Because you'd be surprised how easy it is to tell the difference between 2 shades of black when you're straight looking at it, and splotches become super obvious even if you think they wouldn't be. It's actually kind of weird how that works. all the paints from the starter kit, so I think you are right. Yeah, it's a starter kit with 3 Infernus Marines and like 6 colors and a paintbrush, right? Is that it?
There's a person at the door. Let's see who's ever. What the fuck?
What?
Oh, there's like I got a message on my ring cam like that there's someone on the door and there's like this one person that's like trying to fix our barbecue's cover because I guess it's blowing up. It's blowing in the wind.
Okay. And Eclipse is saying, no, it was the one... Ah, okay, so it was the Marines and Tyranid one. Okay, I get it. The one that I got was the, like, actual start... Like, called a starter set, which is literally just 3 individual Space Marines and 6 paints coming in it. Yours was the starter set with the Tyranid, so it was the next step up on the starter set. Mine was literally the cheapest. But yeah, no, good job. It was the only starter they had. Fair enough.
Yeah, definitely gonna come back and do a little bit of blue here and there, and some reds. That can be done a little bit later. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need a second coat on that.
Sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
That's good for the first guy. And now our viewers are interacting. This is great.
Nice.
Crab says Eclipse's stuff looks great. We agree. If you guys want to share anything else, go right ahead. Pieces you're super proud of and whatnot. Go ahead. I'd love to see them. I always love to see other people's stuff. Mostly because, and I will say this absolutely shamelessly, I will steal your shit if it looks good. If you show me an idea that looks great, and I have that same model down the line, I will shamelessly steal from you. So please, share your ideas. I love it. Also keep in mind, I'm in 40K, I'm an orc player. And I'm sure you've heard this before. For the orcs, due to kit bashing, every 40K kit is an orc kit. So again, if it looks cool, I might steal it.
Could you pass me the soap?
No.
No?
No.
No soap for you?
No soap for you. Hold on.
You soap Nazi, you.
Oh, you failed. Because I literally hit you in the hand.
Yeah. There we go.
Mind you, I should have probably warned you that I was throwing it.
That would have helped.
Yeah, a little bit.
bit of soap, a little bit of water, then scrub, 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 scrub.
I just heard a little bit of soup.
Yeah, it's a soup. Everything's a soup. Time is a soup, apparently.
I thought time was timey-wimey.
It can be timey-wimey and a soup.
Soupy whoopy.
There you go.
We are nerds. If you didn't get those references, we are bigger nerds than you.
I don't think you understood the soup one.
I might not have.
It's from Critical Role.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's an episode you did not watch. That's why.
So he's a bigger nerd than me. Alright, got it. Mind you, that's never really been in dispute.
There we go. Okay, let's get... Yeah, let's get the blue over with, just to...
So again, right now I'm just doing slight touches of the black to be able to differentiate between the two materials. In the suit.
Toot, 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 toot.
The alert on my phone made Eclipse jump.
Nice.
That's what we're here for. Warhammer and jump scares. I don't know why I said that. I fucking hate horror. I don't like being jump scared at all. My kid, on the other hand, loves it. Been playing the Five Nights at Freddy games since they came out.
One thing that makes me laugh about the jump scare scene is how some people are so, like, react so wildly to it.
Yeah, that's why my kid got into it. It's because of Markiplier and how wildly he reacts to it.
Yeah.
Alright, I was glad I was just doing a base coat. Alright, cool. You're painting at the same time as us. Awesome. I like that.
Nice. What are you painting?
Yeah, what are you painting right now?
That's going to be some red on for that one.
Second war dog. Okay, so here's where I'm gonna plead ignorance and go, what's a war dog? Oh wait, one of the knights, right? Like the smallest knight variant, I think. Awesome. Yeah, I got it right. Dude, those are fucking sick. Awesome.
Yeah, definitely need to show that off when it's done.
Oh yeah. Where the heck is my brown? That ain't it.
I mean, there's another place you can get brown, but...
Oh, shut up. There it is. Run outside. hide. Rhinox hide, by the way, best freaking brown that Citadel Paints makes. And honestly, probably one of the best overall colors that they make as well. It's a warm, dark brown that is so versatile. You can basically use it for any type of dark brown you'd like, and it's going to end up looking good. And it mixes so well that with thinning down or with like mixing other colors, that you generally almost always end up exactly with what you're looking for. I cannot say enough about Rhinox hide. It's the perfect brown. It really is. Anyways, not gonna lie, it's kind of scuffed, but it's in chat. Kind of scuffed? Oh, the mini. You know what? Kind of scuffed is alright, though. There is something to be said about battle damage. Right?
Yeah. I mean, if you look at my vest bit, I don't know if you see it on those pictures, but there is one vest bit that unfortunately its leg kept breaking off.
He's clarifying. No, not damage, just not great in my opinion.
But to finish what I was saying, there is one vest bit that unfortunately its leg broke off like a few times. We super glued it or something, and I added a tiny little bit of a tape around the brake to hide the brake line, and it looks like it's a bandage now. So battle damage, or battle wound I should say on that one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, should be good with the
By the way, if ever you choose to paint your army in white scars, you are a sadistic motherfucker. White does not forgive at all.
There we go. Okay, now to do the guns.
Flop, 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 flop.
Flappy Bird.
Or should that have been fat, 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 fat?
Either or. Can you pass me the water, please?
No.
I reached it.
See? You didn't need my help after all. God.
Boom. Let's see, with one drop of water, that should be enough for that. Yeah. I only used the 2 drops. Oh, PlayStation's having their spring sale.
Okay.
There's quite a lot of good deals.
Yeah. I've switched over to PC. I don't think I'm ever going to get the PS5.
I mean, you already announced a PS6, so might as well wait at that
Exactly.
point.
And they're eventually moving all of their exclusives onto PC anyways, so just need to be patient.
True.
But anything interesting that caught your eye?
Well, I did get the Persona dancing games for real cheap. I think it was like 3 games for about $12 to $15.
Cool. I know you like the Persona games. So.
Yeah. So it's the 3 Persona games, which started with the first one being, well, the 3 dancing games, which are rhythm games. They started with Persona 4 Dancing All Night, and then a few years ago they came out with Persona 3 and Persona 5, which was bundled together.
Okay.
I don't quite remember their taglines, but one is like Dancing in the Stars, and the other one is Dancing Something. But yeah, so downloaded 3 and 5 because I haven't played them yet. I have the Dancing 4 on the Vita, which was quite a long time ago. So yeah. So that's going to be fun to try out on the PlayStation.
Nice. Happy you found something you liked.
Yeah. Kind of regret doing that turret, finishing building that turret. So that's going to be a pain in the ass to paint. Oh well.
That's how you learn.
Next time I won't listen to your advice of building the entire mini. But yeah, depending on the models, sometimes you may not want to build the entire mini right away.
Yeah, sub-assemblies are a thing, and they're a good idea depending on the model. And frankly, depending on how you paint. I mean, I'll admit to having done my gas in a sub-assembly.
Well, the battle suits that I have, that I'm going to be doing next, they're going to be sub-assembly because I'm going to be putting magnets in them. Because having both jumping version and standard walking versions
can come in handy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm wondering if I should make the belts leather or not. Hold on, let me actually see what the general consensus on the belt color is. So I've actually bothered looking at the paint schemes for all of them. So. Oh, look! He's shared the night.
Oh, I'm just gonna.
Oh, that's it. That is chaosy.
I love the blood on the face.
Yeah. Like, you call that scrap? I call that proper chaosy.
He said scuffed, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, the first War Dog I put together completely. This one is in 4 pieces. Okay, yeah. Good call. Alright. I did say I'd look up.
There we go. So now to put this thing here. Okay. Now to grab this one.
Okay, so it does look like I should be painting the belts. Cool.
Yeah, one thing I can say is I love the fact that drones can be taken off their support.
Well, they can be taken off their supports if you don't bother gluing them in the first place.
Yeah.
Which is what you did.
Yep. And I'm not sorry.
No, it was a smart move.
Oh, shit. Doo-doo-doo.
Definitely gonna need a second coat of that brown, but we'll get there. Right now I'm just going back and doing the straps on the for the backpack. Forgot to do those, or rather just decided I wanted them all in black.
You know something I learned recently?
Yes?
The lead singer of Fall Out Boy, I can't remember his name right now, but he loves to do children's TV show intros.
Really?
Yeah, he did the intro song for Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends,
Okay.
and a Hot Wheels TV show.
Huh. Good for him.
Yeah,
Kinda cool.
yeah. I'll have to go back and do the red on that. Okay.
If you're looking for pointers on how to paint, I mean, you're probably not on the right channel, but try to always be bringing the paintbrush back towards you. You'll find that you have a lot more control while pulling back towards you than you have while pushing away some paint. At least that's what I found. Just a general pointer that I've encountered along the way.
Alrighty. 2 drones are done. Now to get inside that turret.
I'm going chaos, so I does work, but like, I don't know, it's just so dark in person, and I'm avoiding doing any of the freehand on the tabbers. Okay, so if you find that it's too dark, easy way is to, like, I saw that you're using a lot of metallics and a lot of reds. So just grab a brighter metallic and do some highlighting. On the surface that's closest to you, that's the most outwards, literally just go over those, and the outwardmost surface, bring it up just a 1 or 2 shades of color, and it's going to bring up the entirety of the model, the brightness of it. Do that with every color, so start with the metallics, then maybe do a little bit of red, and then just like almost like edge highlighting, but overdoing it a little bit, and it's going to bring up the entire color depth of your mini.
Also, it also depends on the primer that you're using. If you're using a lighter primer versus a darker primer, that will also affect the final look of the paint.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
That was an eBay notice. I haven't turned off alerts on my phone, and I really should. As for freehand advice, I got nothing. I suck at freehand. I would not paint anything freehand if it was up to me. I'd just find some decals that I think look cool and put them on there.
I mean, you freehanded your battle toddler.
Not really a freehand. I stenciled absolutely everything. Now, I did make my own stencils and then layered them on top of each other, one color at a time. That's always a way to do it, is you can draw something on, like, actually, what I did is I grabbed my cutting pad for the freehand. I grabbed my cutting pad, I covered it up with tape, masking tape, and made sure that there was enough of an overlap on all the masking tape, and I literally just drew my own stencil piece by piece for color by color on top of it, making sure I kept the same dimensions, and then I transferred those pieces of the tape onto the mini, which isn't really much of a mini. It's the Stampa. It's the largest quote-unquote mini that Warhammer makes, short of Titans. But yeah, it came out nice. But you gotta, it was a lot of work. Like, it came out to a couple of days of work for me. But I mean, it is absolutely worth it if you're willing to put in the work for it. But if you're looking for like an art piece of like a demon on against a volcano background or some shit like that, then yeah, I got nothing for it. But yeah, stenciling it out does absolutely work. In fact, Neko, could you, after you're done that one, do you mind going to get my Stampa? You're closer to it.
Yeah.
And I can show them what I mean.
I think that's as much I'll be. Oh, I maybe can reach this part here. Yes. Okay.
I'll go get it after I'm done this guy.
I'm almost done. Just have to really get into the grooves of this thing, because it is a pain in the ass. Oh, there it is. There you go.
Thank you. Yeah, you can see it in the background right now. I'll bring it in the foreground once I'm done with this graph here. Oh, nice. So yeah, this is what Neko has done for his rocket drone so far. Oh wow, okay, you reached underneath for the metallics. Okay,
Yeah.
Now I see what you meant by it should have probably been a sub-assembly.
Yeah. Yeah, because these ones.
These ones look pretty sweet, actually. I mean, it's going to be amplified by a little bit of shade paint later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this is my Stampa.
Man overboard.
And the front here, I started out with a stencil for the outside blue, cut out the stencil, put on the gigantic piece of tape on it, painted inside the stencil, had the circle inside, then removed the circle, put that back on another set of tape on my cutting board, put the circle on top, drew around it to make sure I had the exact same size. Then I did the checkered pattern, brought on each individual square from cutting out the circle and the square for the checkered pattern, put those on, painted the white and the black. Then I did another stencil just for the Bad Moon's moon on top of the checkered pattern, put that stencil on top, then just painted the yellow. Thanks. It's my favorite piece. It's my centerpiece. Stampa. Took me like 2 months to build it. I was starting to get sick of it, so I needed to literally do some palette cleansers in between. Otherwise, I would have never finished it. I think I'm definitely gonna have to try that technique. Yeah, honestly, if you're able to.
Is it the same guy again?
Yeah, it's the same guy that's on again. Where'd he go? He's magnetized. He might have clung on to something.
Isn't he?
Anyways, I'll find him. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
So what was I saying?
Talking about doing this technique.
Yeah. If you're good at drawing, and I drew like the outlines on the tape with using pencil. That way, if ever I found something that I didn't quite like, I just erased it and started over. And once I was satisfied, I brought it over. I also use the old grid pattern technique. So like, I brought on the design, like the moon, for example. I found a moon that I liked online. I put a grid on top of it, drew the same grid on top of my tape, and did the grid pattern technique on the tape to make sure that I had a nearly identical design for the moon itself. So it's like you can use different art techniques to build those stencils, and for me it brought up a hell of a lot better result than had I actually freehanded that, because freehanding that would have been a nightmare for me. But building stencils out of masking tape, boom, that's great. And it's got to be masking tape, like frog tape. Otherwise, you are going to rip off the primer. So be careful with that. Make sure that you don't use a clingy tape. It's got to use a very light adhesive masking tape. Basically painter's tape. I'm starting to get upset with myself. Too many splotches. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that properly fixed up with these very bright colors. I mean, I don't think it will be a problem, but it might be. Might have to base in white or something.
You changed your internet password, didn't you?
I might have.
I just realized I've been using my data.
Oh no. Hopefully you're not on like 3 gigs a month.
I think I'll be fine this time.
You just have to be careful in the future.
Yeah, make sure that we have your Wi-Fi set up correctly on mine. Straight.
Yeah, sorry, I might have switched the password on the kid a couple of times. Hey, do your chores or there's no Wi-Fi type of thing. Which I normally wouldn't resort to, but when I've been telling you to do your chore all week long, you're gonna wake up one morning with no Wi-Fi. And your computer games are gonna be useless.
Well, Steam at least lets you play offline unless there's a DRM on it.
Rose plays War Thunder and Call of Duty.
Yeah, then that's a damn problem. Back on the red test part. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. I have to go back on the red. Fuck. Oh well. Right, maybe I can wipe off this. No, that did not work. Yeah, I wanted to paint that blue too. I'll get to it later.
You have that soap?
Yep.
The tip of my brush is starting to break up. It needs a quick wash. Alright. I use the Masters brush cleaner, also available on Amazon. I think it was like $8. It's invaluable tool, and it's like I've been using this for a year. Literally just put your brush in water, turn it around a little bit to pick up some paint, and brush it around in your hand. It's literally gonna take off the paint, brush it out, and boom. Paintbrush is a little bit better for it. You can even try to take out whatever dried paint there might be on the brush. I'm not super deep into the lore yet, but my other Chaos Knight would be fine being painted black in the Black Templar theme as a base, yeah. Then adding Chaos elements afterwards. Yeah, absolutely. So the main Chaos Force, the Black Legion, is obviously painted in black. But black is just across the board a acceptable color for Chaos. And as you can tell with my loyalist, for just about anything you'd like. And yeah, paint whatever you want. Here's my general advice, honestly, overall. They're your tools. I cannot fucking speak.
They're your minis.
They're your toy soldiers. Paint them out however the fuck you want. That's my general advice. And if somebody tells you that you can't paint them that way, tell them to fuck off.
Yeah. Because if you look at what I'm currently painting, these are not traditional Tau colors. I'm basically doing an Optimus Prime inspired color scheme.
Is that really Tau? Does that scream Tau? I don't think so. But it fucking works. My orcs, I've decided to paint all my squigs in pink. Why? Because they look cute in pink. And just because they're after your face to eat it doesn't mean they shouldn't be cute. So I paint my squigs pink. Basically, paint them however the fuck you want. Bright purple and yellow, night incoming next. Nice!
The
Minnesota Vikings paint scheme works for a reason. Go ahead, purple and yellow. It works. It's pretty.
I mean, someone made the 6 different. Is it 6 or 5? 5 or 6 different Space Marines, each one representing a different Sailor Scout, and it works.
Oh God, we're gonna have to link that video sometime.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it and link it into the Discord.
Yep.
There's also don't know if she's TikTok or YouTube, but I've seen her reels passing a lot either on Facebook and YouTube. I've sent you quite a few of them. That girl that paints Tyranids in different schemes.
Yeah, I think she does TikTok and Facebook.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her on YouTube, but I know the one you're talking about, and yeah, I've seen this one girl who her thing is she'll paint a Tyranid army, all the Termagants and Hornagants or whatever the fuck gaunts you want, and like every single one has a different theme. So like she's done a group of 2 of them, Mario Brothers, a group of 5, Power Rangers, an individual one, Sailor Moon, another individual one, the turtle from the Super Mario, another one, a Koopa, another one, like it's whatever she fancies, that's going to be that paint scheme for the day. And no 2 of her nids look alike, and there's no discernible color scheme, yet as an army you get just a wave of color coming after you and it works together. So basically, do whatever the hell you want. If you think it looks cool, then that's what you go with.
One of her big pieces was a Venusaur.
What now?
Venusaur from Pokemon? Bulbasaur's final evolution.
Oh! Okay, yeah.
She did 3D print a piece, a back piece for it, to do that little flower thing.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eclipse says exactly. So yeah, just paint him however the hell you want. Anybody tells you you can't, they're wrong. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
In fact, I kind of want to bring over my kill rig to show you my pink squig. Because I think they work. No, I did not pick out any of the Emperor's Children. I'm not a big Space Marine or Chaos Marine guy, and I'll be honest, budget was a bit tight this month. But I'm more of a Orc and Guard guy myself. That said, they look fucking sick, and I cannot wait to play somebody with them on the tabletop, because they do legit look sick. It's just they're not for me. I'll be back.
Damn it.
Put this guy back. And while I grab another quick break outside, you may admire my kill rig.
Yeah, there you go. It'll take a few moments.
In fact, I'm gonna raise him on an angle so you can see him. There you go. Alright, I'll be great.
Alrighty. So I've got the one gun left to do. Shit, I forgot to do his hands. Oh, his fingers, I should say. So we'll get back to the blue on this one soon. And yeah, I need to do his cod piece too.
I tried to, but they sold out after opening for only 20 minutes for the Emperor's Children. Yeah, they went by fast. I did manage to get Lucius though. Oh, Lucius actually looks pretty sick in this new one. Was the last thing they had. Honestly, Lucius looks great. And hell yeah, 6 orcs and a pig. What more can you ask for? Yeah, so this is my kill rig. I really enjoyed making this guy. And like I said, why pink? Because pink looks cool. You can look cute and be deadly at the same time. But yeah, that's my kill rig. I love it.
Oh, I forgot about this guy having a pistol.
That thing's dope. Thanks. Oddly enough, that's actually Emperor's Children pink. Because it's pretty. And liking pretty things is okay.
Community.
I'll allow it. See? See what I did there? I match your community gig with the community gig.
Yeah. Senior Chan.
What? Just because I'm Asian, I can't be your Spanish teacher? That show was ahead of its time.
Yeah. Pass my soap, please.
Oh, yeah. Too bad it was also run by a bunch of egomaniacs.
Yeah.
Might have lasted longer if it wasn't.
Even then, the last few seasons were... they were a pain to watch. Well,
Yeah.
the last season at least.
The novelty kind of wore off. Then it kind of just became annoying.
Yeah. Well, they killed off Chevy Chase's character at one point.
Which is understandable.
And
If you know the story behind it.
yeah. But at the same time, they then just replaced it with a generic old guy that didn't really bring anything.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. And then Childish Gambino's character left, and that kind of sucked too.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, the only reason we all watched that show was Annie anyways. No? Just me?
I mean, if you have a hard on for her, that's fine. Kind of funny how some of those actors didn't, unfortunately, pan out too much afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, I think I saw Abed's character maybe once or twice.
The actor, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The actor playing Abed.
Yeah.
I think I saw him only once or twice. Once was in a indie movie, Knights of Badassdom.
Which was a fucking awesome movie, by the way.
Oh yeah. Hilarious movie. With Peter Dinklage in it. And I think, yeah, just him and Peter Dinklage were the biggest names in the movie, I think.
No.
No?
No. It wasn't Bateman in it?
Bateman.
No, fuck, who was it? Sean William Scott? Isn't he in there?
I'm not sure. Well, you can look up IMDb. Or just Google the cast.
I'm painting. I'm too lazy to do it.
Fair enough.
Hey, your viewers, you do it for us. No? Alright. I'm not gonna be that type of bitch. Don't actually look it up for us.
Where's the guy who missed his hand? Oh, what's this guy? Okay.
Oh, no, I remember it now. Yeah, you're right. There wasn't really many known people in it.
Yeah, because it was a very indie project.
Yeah.
Guy. Trying to get his chest piece real quick. There we go. That little sigil.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm going to do the scabbard red and paint the ribbon blue. it for the blues, I think. I need to get the red for that cod piece. This one. That look right there.
I love that we're in the year 40,000 and we're still using good old-fashioned leather for belts. Some things really are ageless.
Well, if it ain't broke.
Yeah. And that's literally something that the Imperium lives on. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We've been doing it this way for 10,000 years. Why are we changing it now? Because this way's better? No, it's not. We've been doing it this way for 10,000 years. But I wrote the damn book. I'm telling you, this is better. Gilliman coming back from the dead and being told by Space Marine captains that they have to follow. He has to follow the Codex Astartes, and he's like, I wrote the fucking thing. It's more of a guide than a rule book. But we've been following it to the letter for 10,000 years. Then you guys are fucking idiots. But, here.
Okay, there we go.
Gilliman coming back from the dead, becoming the new ruler of the Imperium, and essentially getting super depression because of it is the most peak 40k thing possible.
Yeah, no, it's 2 hours red I need.
Him going back to his flagship, which is still around 10,000 years later, and finding that his office has been left entirely untouched. And then joking, what? Did you guys make these religious artifacts or something? And the honest answer coming back is, yes. And he's like, why? It's a pencil. Use it. Or another thing that happens in the book when he comes back. And it's actually same scene, same pencil. He's been asked to review and sign something, and because he's in his full armor, he can't pick up the pencil. His fingers are too big. So he jokes, my natural enemy, the pencil. And the Space Marine just looks at him, and after like a 30-second pause goes, was that a joke, sir? Yes! For the love of God, I'm able to joke. What, did you guys think that I... like, he literally goes on a rant of what? Did you guys think that I was always serious all the time, incapable of joking, no sense of humor? And again, the honest answer was, well, that's how they described you. Oh my God! You people! It's hilarious. Like, legit, I'm not an Ultramarines guy. I would never pick a generic faction. And Ultramarines are about as generic as you can get. But Gilliman's the man. He's fucking hilarious in the lore. Always unintentionally so, but it's great.
About to do his thing here. Red in here.
Oh, for the love of God.
Oh. this. I want it.
Oh no, my computer went to sleep because we haven't touched it in a bit.
Oops.
Good thing we're screaming from my phone.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay. I feel like I should make these red. Yeah, you know what? I'll make them red.
If it feels like you should make him red, you should probably make him red.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all. Good luck, y'all both. I'm gonna get some food and some paint. We'll definitely jump back in sometime. Alright, later, Eclipse.
Yeah,
Thanks
later.
for dropping in.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish up the red, and I'm gonna be good for today.
Yeah, I'm finishing up my brown on these guys, and that's it for me too. The touch-up coat will need to wait until next week. Because I got shit to do for work. I'll be honest, work is starting to stress me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Not the actual work itself. I actually really, really enjoy what I do.
It's the fact that you don't know about the contract.
Exactly. My contract is up in 6 weeks now. I straight up don't know what I'm doing after. Except for being unemployed. Which is always fun. Maybe I'll start a painting channel and do this every day.
Oh, you could. You already have the. You already have the Twitch.
Where's the water?
Right there. Oh, the dropper.
Yeah, thank you. You're right there, jackass.
I mean, you didn't specify.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess. know that before I start my guard army, I want to get a airbrush for it.
Yeah, airbrush would be good.
Well, it's going to make the entire process so much faster. Especially considering that it's for a guard army. It's like, hey, look, I've got 300 minis. That's less than half. That's still less than 1,000 points for a 2,000 point army.
And I needed some blue. Okay, so I'm done the reds. I'm done this. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that quick touch up to the blue here. And there was one that I noticed that may needed some of that. Oh yeah, it also needs some gunmetal right underneath it. There we go. Okay, almost done for today. And boom. There we go. Okay. So, there we go. I am done for now. So, here's a quick look at all the guys. Oh, not all of them are on stream. And boom. Okay, so don't have much left to do on these. Got to do the packbacks. Some of them need to get their some of additional stuff here and there done. Oh wait, I did need to do a quick bit of gunmetal on this. Well, not gunmetal, but iron hands right here. There we go. And this guy's sword is done. And I'll have to figure out something for his little hair strand. Yeah, so the backpacks need to be done. Maybe a few touch-ups on a few things here and there, but otherwise, base coating on these guys is almost done. And on that note, I will wish you all a goodbye for now.
And we'll see you in a week or two.
Yep.
Probably next week. We're doing this again next week.